You know, I totally forgot to bring my bonnet, so tonight's gonna be a very interesting night, but I did bring my silk pillowcase, so love that for me. I don't know what the hell is on this shirt. This shirt has all types of oil markings, but whatever the case may be, it's drill weekend. I'm here back at my old base, but they placed me in the little outskirt town. When I booked my room, I had booked it for the original space I was living in before I had left the active duty, and they didn't took it upon themselves to switch me to Sedalia, but at least I have my own room. God is good, so big wins. So yeah, I arrived in Sedalia, so I'm here. I am gonna probably just like relax, wash my face, do some skincare with my Dermalogica glycolic daily cleanser. I typically follow up with a sleep cocoon, just because, I mean, who doesn't like a night gel? Sometimes I will tone after I wash, but like when I first started using the Dermalogica products, my face was not okay. My face, she was not a happy camper. So I have a lot of like dark marks because of like acne. If you can see, like I have a lot of acne scars and I get a lot of pimples, and I am a habitual picker. So when I see it, I pop it. Kind of bad, but whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna try to, this is not working. I'm gonna try. Good morning, it is day 1 of drill. I could not sleep a link last night. I don't know what was going on, but I could not sleep. And then I started to dream. And so now it is 5:54 in the morning. I gotta sign in at 7:30, but I'm trying to get there a little early so I can get some breakfast at the DFAT. So I need to get dressed, but I woke up and watching some anime. I know, Air Force anime, whatever. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, this is the face for the day. Is giving just like simple, natural, whatever the case may be. For the base, I have the One Size powder in the shade Dark 5NR. Myrix, the glowy skin serum, and the color Fresh Press. I need to get some more Danessa stuff. Mostly like blushes, because the only blush combo that I use right now is the Psy and Dreamy, the color Dreamy, this one. And then for the powder, I use the Benefit color in, I think it's Moon. I think it's the color Moon. Yeah, use that in Moon because I like that. I like that like deep red. And then Mocha Mommy, I used a little bit of this. And then for concealer, I use the Yummy Skin underneath my eyes for my eyebrows. And then for underneath the eyes, I use the Hourglass and Mocha. Yeah, Hourglass and Mocha. The One Size setting powder in Ultra Pink with on the inside of like my tear dud area. You can't really tell because I'm not trying to full glam. I'm going to drill. Sweet Honey. So that's what I used. I need to get my tripod back. I think I threw that out. And then for my eyelashes, because I am an habitual eyelash picker. I don't know what it is. I think it's a nervous tick. Sometimes my eyelashes be bothering me, so like I just bloop. So sometimes I have them, sometimes I don't. But my tried and true for sure, I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This my stuff. I've been using this for years. And then I did top it off with the Ilia. I really don't like this by itself. I don't know what about it just bothers my eyes, but I typically layer it up with, I layered it up with this today because it was in my makeup bag. And then to finish it off, I have my L'Oreal setting spray. I gotta find it. Hopefully I didn't take it out of my bag, but I have the Powder Melt setting spray. I finished it off with that. And then for my lips, I ended up, excuse me. Pardon me. So my favorite lip gloss for sure, or lip balm, is the Edam. And I got this in Boa Bounce, and I have in Maui something, I think, as well. But I typically just like the Maui, the Boa Bounce. And then the Sachu lip liner, lip stain, in 04, because I ran out of 05. I typically like a good like black lip liner, but this is doing what it needs to do for right now. You can tell. Yeah, so that's the face. I probably will do a little setting spray of L'Oreal, and then I need to get dressed so I can get up out this door and head to base, because the drive is about a 30-minute drive. Yay me. All right, so I'm technically at lunch right now for drill. I didn't film anything coming on base, doing all the things, because I still don't have access to anything currently. So yeah, don't have access to any computer systems, waiting for it all to get approved by like this unit security managers and all the things. I went to go walk to see if I can get some more information about my bonus, because I did, when I listed into the reserves, all qualified airmen qualify for a $10,000 bonus. So called the lady for that. She talking about you might have to reschedule for a drill because you need 3 consecutive UTAs in order to get the bonus. I'm like, we didn't have drill in June, so like it don't, July, August, September counts, so I should probably get my money in October. But I'll talk to her about that in September's drill. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, September's drill. So right now I'm at lunch. I went to DFAC, got some like chili mac just because it was like free, and why not? I'm probably gonna stop and get dinner before I head back to the hotel that's like 30 something minutes away. Needed to get an energy drink because last night I slept like shit. So, and I'm tired. Like, I'm exhausted. So there's that. I'm hoping the energy drink kicks in sooner rather than later, because all I'm going to be doing is watching people do the job that I already know how to do, but like not in this capacity, because the airframe that I worked with before is not the same airframe. So I'm going to learn how to do my job here. And yeah, they're already talking about maybe having me do like ETA O board. I'm like, listen, the only officer slot I'm taking is going to be physician assisting. As soon as I make up my mind, because I'm still kind of confused on if I'm going to go active duty, which is like, active duty would be the best choice and best course of action for my career progression and how I want to do things. So yeah, I think I might have to go active duty, as much as I really don't want to do primary care for 2 years. As a PA in the Air Force, somebody said, according to Reddit, like you have to do primary care, and then you get to branch off and do like specialist types things, but you have to like apply for that. And which I already knew, because I'm a type of girl who likes to research everything. I am nosy by nature, I guess inquisitive by nature. I think that has to do with my Gemini side or my Virgo moon, one of them. I think it's just my whole entire birth chart. So I knew that you can apply for like fellowships to be like a surgical, general surgery PA. I think it's like emergency management, like trauma, and then there's something else. I think like flight med, but I think the two that you actually get to apply for, because it's going to be your doctorate, you're getting your doctorates in like in science and medical science, I believe, or doctorates of medical science. Yeah, you're getting that degree. So it's that, and then you're also doing like residency type stuff. What I truly want to do is I want to work, I don't know if they have critical care, but I think flight med would be cool. And maybe I can fly a plane, because I mean that'd be cool to fly a plane and be like a flight med PA. But yeah, I'm considering doing that, and then so I can use my GI Bill to get my PhD in health law policy and all that stuff from Meharry College. Because then that'll be my 4 years. That'd be perfect. And then I will owe them 4 years. So within that 4-year time frame, I will be working on my PhD. So it'll be the same thing as I did as enlisted, trying to it'll be the same thing that I did while I was enlisted. Did my 4 years to get my GI Bill. Got out. Now I'm going to be going to PA school. So I actually need to talk to the recruiter for sure once I get my acceptance and see what I can do. Because if not, then I'm going to have to use my GI Bill and then re-enlist and all that stuff. But anyways, drill, fine. I think lunch is going to be over in about 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting here listening to The Wrath of the Dragons by Olivia Rose Darling. So this book, I came across the first book while I was walking through Barnes & Noble, and I love dragons and I love politics. So I was like, dragon and politics? Absolutely, sign me up. So I meant to go get the book, and then I forgot about it, and then I picked up the second book, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy this, because my boyfriend took me to Barnes & Noble, and he was like, do you want a book? I was like, absolutely. So I was like, picked up the book, and I was like, wait, the second? What's going on here? Where's the first? And I remember stopping at Barnes & Noble during the time of my enlisting into the reserves, and I was like trying to figure out what book this was, like what book. But it is by Olivia Rose Darling. She wrote the first book, finished that, and then the second book I'm on, it's good, but let me just tell you, there's something about the main female characters sometimes in like these dragon books and these fantasy books that be getting on my damn nerves. And this girl, she's getting on my nerves. She is she's sweet, whatever, but she's getting on my nerves. And the male character is applying pressure. I guess I can see it from her side of the thing, where like the man was like looking for her, searching high and low for her for like years. They came in contact, they fell in love, and then he messed around. Oh, I probably shouldn't be telling y'all what's going on in the book. Yeah,